Garrett James.
Oh, what a... I'm trying to do Craig Wirth's voice and I can't do it.
That didn't go over very well.
No, Glenn and Dana are really good at it.
Okay, so we just heard some rain pretty heavy over the studio. I think it stopped a little bit, but it was coming down pretty good for a minute.
Garrett.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly right. And there's some more on the way. And so if there are any fireworks shows, any drone shows out there at the present time, and something that you're going to want to keep an eye out for. Let's go ahead and take a look at the radar. We can see showers and thunderstorms over the last few hours have slowly started to taper off, especially towards the southern part of the state at the present time. Let's take a zoom in to the south. We can see there is still that flash flood warning in effect, despite there not being any rain around. However, we are still looking at thunderstorms towards the south. We see in Beaver County to the west of Beaver a few thunderstorms out that way and towards Millard County at the present time as well. Some near Delta, but like Glenn mentioned just a minute ago, a little bit of rain towards Salt Lake City at the present time. A lot of lightning strikes out just to the west of Salt Lake City and south of the Great Salt Lake. And then we're even seeing some towards the southwestern parts of Wyoming at the present time. Let's go ahead and take a look at the futurecast. It does show a very similar situation to what's actually happening outside, and that tells me that I can believe this computer model a little bit better than some of the other ones out there at the present time. It shows overnight tonight things will dry out, and we'll be looking at rain chances returning tomorrow afternoon. Take a look at this. Showers and thunderstorms will be possible starting around 2 o'clock, lasting up until about likely this time tomorrow night. Some of these could be on the strong side. Severe weather not anticipated, but can't be ruled out at the present time, just like we saw with the severe thunderstorm warnings earlier this evening towards about 8 o'clock. However, one thing I'll mention with these storms, if we do see any severe weather with these, it'll mainly be some gusty winds that we see upwards of about 60 miles an hour being possible. However, if we do see any hail, it should be sub-severe level in size, meaning less than an inch in diameter, so about the size of a quarter or smaller than that is what I would anticipate. Probably pretty small, honestly. Let's go ahead and take a look towards tomorrow night. We see things drying out very similar to tonight, and then we'll be looking at rain chances returning Wednesday afternoon and evening as well. Let's take a look at the storm threat for tomorrow. General risk for thunderstorms, and that's going to continue over into Wednesday, blanketing the entire Beehive State. Let's take a look at the excessive rainfall threat for tomorrow. While today we did see that marginal risk, tomorrow we're going to continue that, and for some of the more popular recreating areas, we're going to be looking at the potential for flash flooding once again. Let's go ahead and take a look at the flash flood potential. Capitol Reef, San Rafael Swell, it's going to be probable. However, for Zion, Bryce Canyon, Grand Staircase will be possible. Glen Canyon, Canyonlands, Arches, not expected at the present time. Temperatures right now mainly in the 80s towards the southern half of the area. Milford at 78, Cedar City 75, 78 for Salt Lake City right now. However, lows tonight mainly going to be towards the 60s. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at currents out there right now. We can see a little bit of rain out towards ABC. However, St. George dry right now, but a lot of fireworks out there. 89 in St. George at the present time. Lows tonight and wind gust. Well, things are calming down despite us seeing some gusty winds earlier. Lows going to be in the 60s. However, highs tomorrow mainly the 90s with a few low triple digits mixed in. For the Wasatch Front, going to be looking at roughly 100 by Friday and Saturday. Then for St. George, we're going to be looking at temperatures staying in the upper triple digits.
All right, we thank you so much, Garrett. Hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
Hot stuff.
And transitioning to the next hot topic, let's talk about sports.
And the Utes are trying to stay on a hot streak.
Oh, they have been really hot the last few years, shaping up to be another fantastic season for the Utes football team. We'll hear from Kyle Whittingham. Plus, can anybody stop Real Salt Lake right now? We're going to get you ready for this week's Leagues match next in sports.